Hey, welcome back. This is Sound Signals. I'm your host, Summer. We help people take back their interests and help them become their own bank. The key to all of this is to pass the knowledge along. If you're new to the channel, definitely give this video a thumbs up, like right now, and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified. If you are a subscriber to this channel, always, thank you for your support. Okay, let's dive right in. So, of course, always up first, we have gold. All right, so just wanted to show you on the macro level what we're looking at. I've done this before in the previous videos, but this is our cup and handle here. Cup and then the handle. I'm drinking a cup of tea or coffee, a coffee mug. Anyways, we measured from the top to the bottom, and then there's our target. Okay, it's a little off, but there you go. You get the idea. Anyways, all right. So let's go on. Let's see what happened last week. So last week, as you can see, it definitely hit our target. Okay. Our target was, let's go on the 4 hour. Our target was 1803. There it is. It hit it almost to the T, just a little above, and then that next candle sliced right through it, but quickly fell. But nonetheless, that was our technically this was our first target, second target. We have multiple targets because how do we figure out our targets? We just look to the left, and where there is resistance, see if I can get this. Okay, you look to the left, you see where there's resistance here, resistance here, okay, here, and here. That's kind of where your targets would be. Okay, if you think of this as like a video game or levels, you have to get through this level here, and then once you get that, find some support, and then have enough ammo or like a rubber band, just enough tension, and then you bounce to the next one, next level, and then break through that, and then find another level of support, get enough tension, and then bounce up. Okay, but that's basically what you're doing. Okay, you just following, just get into those levels. Okay, we don't know how fast we'll get there. It's just however the market wants to move. But anyways, so it got there. That's the point. Because we said around this area, if we measured the W pattern here, this W here, it was that's how we got that target, the 1803. Okay, so you're like, how did I get that? Target. I just did that. Okay, and then it's a little short, but I'm not doing it perfect. But if I did, that's how we got it last time. Okay, 1803. But anyways, so I hit 1803. I did want to mention that I did move my stop loss. Obviously, I can't show you guys here because it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't show you can't. It doesn't go into the green. Okay, but this is where my stop loss is. How do I find that stop loss? Well, it was just from that W pattern. Okay, so basically from this entry here, it's a risk-free trade, and then from this entry here, we are also in a risk-free trade. Oh, actually, no, we're not, because our stop loss is down here. So, but so far it's doing good. Most of it in the second trade that we got hit here where we want it, and now we're just moving it up. I mean, obviously I told you our main goal is 1800 is 3K. So I would put it all the way to 3K, but we're just gonna take our time, okay? So the next level will be here, but I want to get a little bit more technical, okay? Like I said, this is my stop loss here underneath this. I can't, like I said, I can't move it any higher. If I wish I could, but I can't. Okay. just know this entry here is risk free, and that's what you really want. Once you get to risk free, hey, it's free game there. Okay, but anyways, let's go to the higher time frame, and this is what I want to show you, that there's a possible scenario. What's next? Okay, well, we have this head and shoulders, this inverse head and shoulders here. Okay, that line I just drew is that neckline, and so what might happen now is we might get a breakthrough, find a level of support, and then go to this next target. So our next target will be right around here, okay? And how do we get that target? Obviously, we just measure our head and shoulders. Okay, see, there you go, from our breakout, and that's how you have our target. So that's one scenario that might happen. Also, um, if all of this fails, and this is we're in a downtrend, then the next scenario might be, so let's get rid of this. This is why I have this this uptrend, little bit of a bear flag here, okay, which is this here. So it's this and then this. All right, what happens is if this breaks, retest, and then falls, then that's the bearish side. Okay, do I think that's going to happen? I don't think so, but we don't know. And I'm only going to say we don't know is because if we go back down to the lower time frame, what it's doing now, price, um, obviously we have a bullish cross here, so this is really good. This is really good. Okay, it's bullish. But what it's doing now is really trying to find a level of support here. Okay, so price might consolidate a bit, and like I said, it is the beginning of the week, so we won't be trading it. We're just watching price how it wants to react here. Hopefully, um, it does find a level of support here, so we can get another entry here. Okay, remember we're already here. This is our other entry here. So we have 1, 2, maybe a possible third here. Okay, we don't know yet, but that's where we're gonna keep an eye on for the next few days. Like I said, we enter maybe between in the middle of the week, basically. All right, so that's gold. Not too much, and then our target obviously would be here. Okay, uh, once this finds some type of support here, um, then this will be our next target. Okay, and then from there, obviously on the more bigger time frame, would be after this breaks out, final level support, and then this will be somewhere our next entry. Okay, and we're just gonna keep doing that all the way until we get to 3K. So Bitcoin, what's going on with Bitcoin? All right, so Bitcoin is having a little bit of a tumble, but hey, I like that. I like that. I like that it is because it's giving all the altcoins and Ethereum some room to grow, and that's what we want. We want all of our bags to grow. So Bitcoin is just taking a little breather, and I'm going to show you how this possibly might play out. So there's only going to be two scenarios. Okay, let's go down to the lower time frame so I could explain it what better, and you guys could see. Okay, so as you can see, this is our level of support here, this purple line. So if I were to extend this purple line out, that's our level of support. Now let me draw a little better. Okay, so that's our level of support. You can it's still holding above. It is out of our buying zone. You know how I feel about that. We don't really like to, buy below it, but it is holding. Okay, but let me show you what there might be. Okay, so the first one is if this holds, if the price holds here, right, then it's gonna have one more leg up to about 69, so right under 70K. Okay, that's awesome, right? That's great. But after that, I think it's going to take a huge tumble. All right, it's going to take a huge tumble. I think. I don't think I'll have enough juice to move a little bit forward. Um, so that's one scenario. The other scenario is if this breaks. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Okay, here we are. Now, if this breaks, this is the other scenario, right? This possibly might be a head and shoulders. See that there? Okay, so this is the neckline, right? It's finding a little bit of support on the neckline. It has to, in order for this to be invalidated, price has to, get above here, break past here, okay? Then that's definitely invalidated. But price doesn't break back past there, then it's gonna break down, okay? And that's an inverse. Well, I mean not an inverse, it's a reversal pattern, okay? Now if we would just measure that, right? We measure that from the top of the neckline, top of the head here, and to the neckline to the bottom. What would that leave us, right? Let's figure that out. Boom. That leaves us right in our buying zone. Right in our buying zone. Okay. If I were to, let's see if we can see this on the daily. You can't. Let me make this visible. There we are. Now let's go to the daily. There you go. Okay. So there's our little bit of our head and shoulders there. That leaves us in our buying zone, and that's perfect. That's perfect. This is. I rather see this. I rather not see Bitcoin get extended. Because this to me is a great buying zone. Because then not only that we solidify this as another support level, and like I said, just think of it as like a rubber band. The more you pull on it, pull it, pull it, pull it, the more tension it has, and the more it has to take off. Okay. So those are the two scenarios that might happen right there. Okay, might have a head and shoulders if it breaks. Excellent sell if you're trading. If you just want to get a long-term buy-in, then I definitely suggest to look out in this zone. If it doesn't break and you want a short-term buy, then obviously down here would be a great opportunity to buy, right? And then just wait till that 70K. But we don't know, right? We don't know. So, and it's already down here on our support line. So that's pretty, it's kind of scary, but not scary in a bad way. It's just like scary if you're a short-term trader or a day trader is what I'm saying. Okay. To me, I would just stay away until I have some type of confirmation. To me, I rather have it break down. Okay. But I mean, if you did want to buy, it wouldn't be a bad buy because why? Because look, if it breaks down, you you lost very little. Okay. So if you're a risk taker like that, then hey, by all means, take that trade, right? Because it's a small loss and a huge potential for gains if it reaches the target. But if you're more conservative and you're just more patient, then I would wait for a little bit more confirmation for me, especially because it's already out of our buying zone, and you guys know how I feel about that. So that's Bitcoin. Not much from there. Not much to say about Bitcoin besides those two possible scenarios that might happen. And let's go to Ethereum. All right. Before I get into how good Ethereum is looking, look at that. So Ethereum, it almost reached its all-time high. Almost reached our target. I still think it's still going to hit its target. If Bitcoin is falling, then it's going to this is going to blast off, and I think it's in a very good position. Let me show you on the lower time frame. Now you see this is our previous support. Guess what? It's in our buying zone. This green box. Come on. There we go. Our green box there. Let's extend everything out really quick. Okay. Boom. All right. Look at that. I mean, now it has found another higher low. You know, it's conforming to our MAs. So Ethereum to me looks really good. Like if we go back to Bitcoin, like if we go to the 1 hour, you can see it had a bearish cross. You see how it's falling under. So that to me, and you know, to me, I'm more bearish on a short-term bearish for Bitcoin. But that just means because Ethereum's haven't has its time to grow, like I said. Okay, so there it is. You can see a bit of a large W pattern here. If you don't like to say, oh, I don't like, I don't like that this is a W pattern, you can say, hey, you know what's a triple bottom? You know, you have 1, 2, 3 touches there. To me, I like more of a double. I see a double. That's how my eyes work. There it is. Okay. We measure that. Boom, boom. Okay. A tiny bit short under, but I still think it's gonna get to our target. I still think so. Okay. That's just me. But yeah, it looks good to me. Ethereum looks really good. It's holding. Um, can't do. Oops, sorry, I thought I was on the daily. There we are. It's holding. There's not much to say. Let's get rid of that W that I drew. But there goes that new support right under there. Um, I don't like it on my. There we go, my daily. But there it is. It's conforming. It looks really good. That's an uptrend right there. Okay. I think it has another more juice in the caboose, you could say, or more juice in the tank. There you go. Okay, XRP. XRP is looking great. You know, like I said, it's doing one of the two things. Okay, either it was going to hold here, or it's going to fall a little bit and fill in this wick here. Okay. Um, either or works for me because this gives me more opportunities to buy in this green here. Because we already bought here, so I mean, hey, you know, another chance is all good with me. Okay, so let's go down to the lower time frame. Still, as you can see, it's still our purple line, still in that higher low. It's not. Let me do our green box here, our buying zone. It's right under our buying zone, you know how I feel about that. So it's not bad. It's not as bad as Bitcoin, but um, Bitcoin you could tell was all the way down here, on its basically where the last higher low was for Bitcoin. This one is actually making a new higher low, and it's actually conforming, so it looks really good. Let me get rid of it really quick. Okay, so it looks good. There's, like I said, I already gave you the two scenarios, so I'm not gonna go deep into that because I already gave them to you. Watch the last video before this one, and you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. But I think it, so far it looks like it really wants to. Oh, you know what? Let me see on the 4 hour. Yep, I did have this. Okay, so this is new. So as you can see, it's holding, right? This is a descending triangle. So descending triangle, yes, is a bearish pattern. But as everyone knows, triangles, you don't know which way they're gonna break. They can break down, they can break up. There's so many fake outs. So hey, always if you don't know which way it's going to break, or which direction you just always wait for, or which direction bias you would like to trade, you always just wait for a break, see where price hold, and then you get in where price is held support at. Okay, whether it be bullish for this pattern or bearish for this pattern. Okay, so here, bullish buy there, bearish buy there. Okay, but either way, it looks really good. Like I said, to me, I think it's going to break to the upside. That's just my gut feeling, but I could be wrong, you know? So don't go by my word. Just be patient. Hey, like I said, this is our buying zone. You know where our buying zone is. No questions asked. You know what two scenarios I gave you. That's it. All right. Ethereum versus Bitcoin. All right. So this one hit our target. Um, I said right under, excuse me. Okay. Right under what is it? 71K I said. So that one hit it perfectly. I was very excited about this. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's looking really good, okay? So what is it doing now? Well, honestly, this is all it's doing. It's just it broke out. It's finding a level of support on this W pattern there, and it's ready to blast off and really feeling this wick here, okay? And so now you'll see a more complete W pattern and also reversal pattern. But what I want to show you on new was on the weekly. I don't know how I missed that, but it looks great. Let me get rid of this fib here. Okay, so we can see what's going on. Okay. Now, if you look at this, you can see it's a huge triangle pattern, okay, playing out. So, up, down, up, maybe possibly one more time down. And I think if it possibly breaks down one more time, this is when Bitcoin is going to blast off, okay? And if you see that, might be, November, so yeah, like November, December. So this is Bitcoin's time to shine, right? In November, December, right? And so when Ethereum right now might be taking off, but then around November, December time, Ethereum might fall, right? But Bitcoin's gonna just shoot to numbers, astronomical numbers. So this is a very cool pattern that's playing out. I'm very excited. So I actually might, if this might happen, I actually might close in on my target, okay? Because I see this pattern playing out, okay? And this is on the weekly. So these patterns take time to develop, and that's okay. So, we were expecting for it on the daily to, be this triangle pattern there, breakout, and then, take off. But you see how the more you zoom out, so this is a weekly, you can see that, it's developing a more uh, a different pattern basically, or this is the pattern that is trying to form. Okay, so that's why it's kind of hard to say that this is the buying zone that we want, right? But we didn't get it because obviously the weekly had its own plans, and that's okay. But anyway, this is what I want to show you. That's what's new. And so the game plan for this one is basically, like I said, it broke out. It's trying to find a level of support and then fill in that wick here. Okay, so I believe if you you didn't hear it around here somewhere, boom, back to this wick, you definitely have a good opportunity. But that's it for me. I'm not gonna make this video as long as possible. So last thing I want to say is make sure you guys like this video and definitely pass the knowledge along, okay? The key to all of this is to pass the knowledge along. All right, that's it for me. Bye.